Oh, this is heading in the wrong direction.
Uh-oh. Wow, lucky break right there, Frank.
Well, that's what everyone else is going to say, except him.
Wow, I thought he made that. Made a good run at birdie. He'll have to focus now. Try to walk away with the par. Continues to hold that sizable lead on the rest of the field. Now another short par 4. It's only 389 yards. But Frank, where could a player go off course, so to speak, at this 14th?
Well, this is a hole where you have to play your own game. If you're a longer hitter, I think you can challenge that bunker and knock it over there. And if you're shorter player, you should be only looking at that left side. You're always going to feel like you left something out there on a hole like this. You always think you could have done the other option. But this is where you've got to stick to what you think is your game plan.
We moved that one out there, but he is not going to like the lie.
That moved down in the rough.
Beautiful shot. That is tight.
Unbelievable. That is one to savor for the rest of the round.
Good putt. Now at the 15th, par 4, 468 yards. It is nicknamed Turning Home as we are making our way towards the close of this round.
Oh, I liked that.
Good strike, good lie, good chance to attack the pin. Frank, this is a position where a player is absolutely licking his chops here. Good chance to make a birdie.
Yeah, this is when this game just looks like fun. Bunkers don't seem to be in play. The only thing you're really looking at right now is just the flag.
Appears to be what they call a commercial play. Very solid. No problems there. Really good approach shot. And now, good look at birdie. He really likes this hole. Made birdie yesterday. Can he do it again today? Don't leave it short. Wow. You don't want to let this one get away. This is about concentration and focus at this point. Has his par. Now to the par 5 16th. Frank, this is a pretty solid hole.
Like all the other par 5s here, length gets a big advantage here. This hole, as you mentioned, bends to the left. And that bunker can be taken out of play by the longest hitters. 326 yards will get you past that. Otherwise, there's sort of a V shoot down the right side that everybody else has to respect.
Nice long tee shot there and a good lie, Frank. Frank, that's a quality shot.
Yeah, 16 feet or so away. Very makeable. Really. This is an awkward length.
Right off the edge. Wow.
That hurts.
Just a tap in to finish the hole. Continues to roll the ball very well. Well, here we are at the famous Alcatraz. So, Frank, you arrive on the tee box. What are you thinking here as you look out at the hole they call Alcatraz? Par 3 17th at 168 yards.
Well, we've seen it all here, Rich, from that hole-in-one that Lee Trevino had in the Skins game all the way back in 1987 to people splashing away left, right, and center. No advice here. You can see what's in front of you.
Good chance now after that approach shot for a birdie.
It was so precise coming in, and the measurement is 9 feet away.
Wow, that was so close, Frank.
Just time to forget that one. I mean, he couldn't hit that much better.
Here we are at 18. It's a par 4, only 439 yards, but again, we've said it all day long, water to deal with.
It's a great driving hole here, Rich. You don't necessarily... Oh, he's winding this one up. Does he have the power, though?
Really powering up here. Frank, I know you like boxing. That was some heavyweight power right there.
Smoked it.
Frank, really good chance from this position to make a birdie.
Yeah, really the only thing he's looking at right now is the flag. This is a green light special.
That should be pretty good right there. On the safe side. Oh, just a superb shot.
You're not going to see much better than that all day today.
Just an amazing display. The records continue to fall. So all the scores have been posted for round number 2, and look who is on top of the leaderboard, Frank.
Yeah, with 2 very solid rounds of golf. Key right now, just stay out of your own way and keep it up. The pressure will start to build. We know that as you get closer to the end of this tournament.
Presented by EA Sports and the PGA Tour. Today it's live third round coverage of the California Classic. Excellent looking shot here. Excellent opening tee shot. That ball's right in the fairway. All right, Frank, break down this approach shot here at hole number 1.
Well, typical Pete Dye confuses you straight out of the gate. Draw off the tee, and then you've got to hit that second shot in left to right. Look at the angle of that green. It points away to the right.
Really in control of this hole. Birdie yesterday and another opportunity on the way. Trying to make yet another birdie. That's not how you picture it, Frank, when you step on that first tee.
No, you'd like to go back to that first tee right now and start again.
That's a nice confidence builder right there. You make those for par, and you keep things steady. Frank, this is a nice-looking hole. Not long, only 371 yards, but challenging in its own way.
It is challenging. The best approach here, really, is a conservative tee shot to set up an aggressive second.
Frank, this one's offline.
There's rough and thick stuff over there.
Well, he pays a price for that.
Yeah, when you don't see the top of the ball in the rough, you know it's not sitting pretty. You'll need a bit of force to extract one out of there.
How good was that, Frank, from the rough?
Oh, that's amazing. That's a masterclass in short game.
And getting ready for the putt. Frank, this game will drive you crazy.
Yeah, you can do so many things right, and then just something so simple, completely wrong.
No problems there.
Yeah, keeps the round going, keeps the momentum on his side.
Frank, Pete Dye certainly gives you a variety of holes, and we see that. Granted, 3 par 4s to start, but each one with a different look.
They certainly are, Rich, and it's amazing what one good bunker will do. And the bunker I'm referring to is the one down the left side. That's about 285 yards to carry. It's the sort of bunker that keeps you honest. Rich, there's great drivers of the ball. We've seen Norman, Nicholas over the years, but that there is just excellent. Lovely full turn, plenty of power, and just piped it.
Made it look easy right there, and he's such a good-looking player. When he's dialed in, swinging the way he is right now, just a pleasure to watch. Wow, Frank, he is dialed in.
Yeah, that was just some shot on there. Easy birdie. Even par, currently.
So the dominant performance continues.
Yeah, we're watching two tournaments right now, the one at the top and the rest.
Frank, this is our first par 3 of the day, the fourth, about 192 yards.
And it's called sandpit. So if you're not on the green, chances are you're getting that lob wedge or sand wedge out. The green is 36 yards deep. Got a nice little sort of hump and hollow roll to it. Mini roller coaster.
This one's looking good. That is how it's done, right there. What an approach shot. Frank going for 2 in a row now.
Just when you think you're going to make birdie. Now, have to really concentrate on this and at least make par.
He'll take par and move on. So we played our first par 3, now to the first par 5 on this golf course at PGA West. It is the 535-yard 5th hole. Frank, it appears as though it rewards precision off the tee.
And the bombers, too. You can run out of water at 335 yards. So for the Dustin Johnsons of the world and the Rory McIlroys, that's nearly doable. But if you can't hit it that far, it's quite obvious. You've got to keep it down the right side. And for those people, they put 2 little bunkers there. This looks like it's going to find the target.
And that's how you play the game, right there. Settles in over the putt. Good roll. Well, here we are at the first par 5 of the day, the 5th, 535 yards. Frank, break it down.
It's called double trouble. Reason why, there's the lake on the tee shot on the left side, and then he's reversed it up there on the second shot. He put the lake on the right.
Didn't knock down the flagstick, but he still has a chance.
21 steps, or should I say feet.
You've got to be kidding me. That was right on the edge.
I tell you, he wants to do over there.
So just a formality here. Frank, if you want to play this game at the highest level, and no doubt our players do, you have to sort of be tactical. Where you break down shots or break down a hole. How would you break down this hole in a very smart way?
Yeah, I know what you're getting at there. A lot of people would think 350 yards, you could bash a driver down there, you'd finish up in trouble. Well, the way to be aggressive on a strategic hole is to just put the first one in play in a position where you can attack with the second. And there's no shame in that. You can still walk off here more days than often than not with a 3.
In the greenside bunker here, Frank. Nice to go to the beach, but not too often, we hope. Wow, what a day. Every green hit in regulation. Made a par in his previous round. This time, it's for birdie. Oh, I thought he had that.
Just a fraction too aggressive. Remember, line and speed go together.
Sometimes you want that birdie so badly, and all of a sudden you're faced with a lot of work, more work than you had hoped for, just to make the par. Nothing wrong with that par putt. 555-yard par 5 eighth hole. Frank, is this a two-shotter or a three-shotter?
Good question, Rich. It starts to shrink down by the walkway, which is around the 30-yard mark. That's the decision has to be made. Personally, I think you try it at first, because even if you do find a fairway bunker, then it is certainly a layup. If you've got the distance, it's well worth the risk.
Well, that's the way you draw it up here at the 8th. You want to get it out there. He's done that, and he's kept it in the fairway.
Whoop, this is taken off on a weird line.
And it's going to be in the rough, it looks like. That is classy.
Oh, chance of going in.
Bogey here yesterday, chance to better that today. And drops it in. Frank, the par 4 452 yards is all you want.
You could make 5 here every day just by poking it down the left side, but who wants to do that? Force your hand, try and go down the right side. You might make the odd 3, make a few more 4s, but miss it on the right, and that's where you start to make a big number.
That one came right off the meat of the bat. He really laid into that.
More than got a piece of that.
This one looks like it's headed right for the middle of the dance floor, Frank.
Rather nice shot, I would say.
Put a birdie on the card here yesterday, don't forget. This hole's been good to him. Birdie yesterday, and trying for another one today.
Oh, painful lip out. It was a good putt.
Absolutely can't believe it. I thought that thing was stone dead in the center.
Well, that was a tricky one, but it's in.
Excellent front side, trying to keep it going here on the second 9.
He's just playing beautifully, hitting so many good shots, giving himself so many opportunities. Can he keep it going?
Frank couldn't ask for anything more.
Just the lie there, too. It is sitting up like it's teed up.
Birdie try up next. You'll love them, the birdies, and that's another one. Now at the long par 5 11th. They call it eternity with good reason. It is 617 yards. Frank, what's the game plan here?
Hit it as long as you can, hopefully only a couple of times, and you can get fairly close to this green. Little pitch up there, but even if you go for this green or try and get close, that's when you start to notice the water that comes in on the left side, so you can't just bash away. Might only be a couple of bunkers in play off the tee, but they have to be avoided.
Sit down. Get down.
Oh, this is going.
Just averted danger right there. So close.
Why does he have all the luck?
You don't want to let this one get away. This is about concentration and focus at this point.
Oh, now that is going to hurt.
He has this or a birdie. Just an amazing display. The records continue to fall. Frank P. Dye always gets a player thinking what might be going through a player's mind right here.
You're going to play it as a layup. You know, that's a given. It's just what distance you want. And for every distance you're going to hit it off the tee, Pete Dye gives you a different challenge. If you lay it all the way back, obviously you've got the widest fairway. Then you've got the longer second shot. Get a little closer, it starts to shrink up, shrink up, shrink up. So it's how much do you want to bite off?
Well, this looks good.
Certainly is.
Long and straight. How about 320 yards? And in the fairway. Frank, what's the right play here? Second to the short 12th.
Short flags, obviously got to keep it on that front section. When you've got a back flag, you've got to get it over that little faint ridge that's in the middle of this green. Got to go past that.
Really in control of this hole. Birdie yesterday and another opportunity on the way. Birdie try again here today. Had a nice birdie on this hole yesterday. Continues to amaze. Yet another birdie, and what a day it's been. Now at the par 3 13th, and Frank, in some ways, this is vintage Pete Dye, isn't it?
It is. His use of wooden bulkheads, plus the fact that he gives you that diminishing line. The further you go back into this green, you realize it's a larger carry. It just sort of reeks of something that's hit to the front mid-right of this green.
Wow, Frank, he is dialed in.
Yeah, that was just some shot on that. Easy birdie. Second shot.
Wow, that was so close, Frank.
Just time to forget that one. I mean, he couldn't hit that much better.
He'll take par and move on. Frank, what's the best way to make three here at this 389-yard par 4 14th?
I'm not sure, really. I know there's two definitive options. You know, hitting it down the left or carrying over the bunker. And I think that's another example of Pete Dye. There's one of those holes you never really know if you've made the right play until you finish the hole. Oh, they've had some meat behind it.
Now the approach shot here at 14. Good-looking shot right here. That will be a great look at birdie. Shouldn't be a problem here. Good putt. Well, Frank, we are turning home. It says so on the scorecard here at 15.
It is, and once again, another example of great bunkering by Pete Dye. Oh, he is winding this one up. Doesn't have the power.
That is a heat-seeking missile right there. Wow. What a drive. Just tattooed that. And he's set up for his second shot here, looking to knock it on the green. Can't hide the flagstick from that man. Birdie here yesterday, trying to do it again today. No problems there.
Yeah, keeps the round going, keeps the momentum on his side.
Here we go now, the final par 5 of the day, Frank.
Yeah, decision on how much you bite off here. If you play the ball to the right, then it's going to play its full 600 yards. But if you can take it in a direct line at that green, you're going to chew off a little bit of yardage. But you have to be able to carry that bunker.
And through the years, a lot of excitement here at this par 5 16.
Rich, there's great drivers of the ball. We've seen Norman, Nicholas over the years, but that there is just excellent. Lovely full turn, plenty of power, and just piped it.
Made it look easy right there, and he's such a good-looking player. When he's dialed in, swinging the way he is right now, just a pleasure to watch. That was like Usain Bolt, Frank, right through the tape.
Yeah, that first step, that was never going to stop.
See if he can get this one to drop here at the 16th for a birdie. Now this for birdie came away with par in the previous round. And he has it for birdie. Well, well, well. Here we are at the famous Alcatraz. This could be a good one. Can't hide the flagstick from that man. Another one inside of 5 feet. Locked in on the read and the speed. One great hole after another here at PGA West. The finishing hole, no exception. Frank, what can we expect here?
Great finishing hole. It's amazing. If you took the 3 bunkers we're first going to see down the right side, this would almost be a number hole. But because they're perfectly situated here, they really shrink up that driving area down the left side. And this is just a reward for a great swing, a great strike, a great shot.
He has just hammered this drive here at the 18th, and now he is in a really good position to make a birdie here on the final hole.
Safely on deck.
Beautiful shot. That is tight.
Unbelievable. That is one to savor for the rest of the round.
And this will be a 5-foot putt here. And he has it.
A good putt redeems all.
Frank, in golf, there's nothing quite like the final round of a hotly contested championship, and this one could be a doozy.
And there's nothing quite like that leaderboard I'm looking at right now. We are going to have some amazing golf. This one is going to have to be won.
EA Sports is proud to present PGA Tour coverage. Golf Channel on NBC and EA Sports, in association with the PGA Tour, proudly present the season-long race for the FedEx Cup. Today it's live final round coverage of the California Classic.
Well, where this ball's going, there's no fairway there, only rough.
So in the first cut here, it could be worse. What a display of shot-making this has been, Frank.
Oh, that incredible approach shot there. The easiest of birdies coming up. Oh, good start.
Frank, this is a nice-looking hole. Not long, only 371 yards, but challenging in its own way.
It is challenging. The best approach here really is a conservative tee shot to set up an aggressive second.
How tough is this going to be now from the rough, Frank?
Oh, it's tough to say, Rich. I mean, so much is going to depend on that lie. I'm going to need a little bit of luck. If you hit enough shots, every now and again, one's going to go in.
Crazy, crazy game. Frank, players had hybrids. Some had irons out off the tee on that short par 4 second. Time to get the big stick out here on third.
It certainly is. The third hole you play here, 3 totally different looks off the tee. This hole appears straightish off the tee, but well bunkered down the left, which makes you push that tee shot a little to the right.
Frank, right where you want to be.
Yeah, wouldn't be better if it was on a tee.
Frank, this is a position where a player is absolutely licking his chops here. Good chance to make a birdie.
Yeah, this is when this game just looks like fun. Bunkers don't seem to be in play. The only thing you're really looking at right now is just the flag. Repetitive is often sounds boring. This is just shot after shot, and it's anything other than that. Spectacular.
Everybody loves them. Birdie on the card. Now at the fourth, par 3, and Frank, what's the key here?
Somehow find some green grass. The name Sandpit pretty much tells you what is around the green. Surely not.
Birdie try up next. Standing over this putt, concentrating on the read. Oh, he's gonna love it.
How far was that? That was miles away.
Frank, who are the best putters you've ever seen, and what did they do that made them so effective?
Well, there was always the Crenshaws that putted beautifully, but the best when it comes down to it, the Tiger Woodses and the Jack Nicklauses, the ones that made them when they had to.
We knew it right away. Picked up the tee, didn't even look at it. We can see it. It's perfect. Right down the middle of the fairway.
Oh, this is heading in the wrong direction.
Uh-oh. Just averted danger right there. So close.
What is he ever like? Just making a mockery of the field now. Another eagle.
Frank, I love a par 3 where you have to hit one solid golf shot. Anything less, and you might pay a severe price. 255-yard par 3-6. What a hole.
No, you love watching somebody else play a par 3 like that.
You're right. So a chance for birdie after another solid approach shot.
It's no snack, though. Good read, good line, well played.
We're at the 7th now, 346 yards with plenty of water on that right side. How do you handle this one, Frank?
You've got to pick a target there. A lot of people think when they're laying up off the tee, and that's exactly what this hole is. You just blaze away at something down the left side. But if you're going to pick a tree, don't just pick the tree. Pick a branch or a leaf. Be more specific.
And the tee shot ends up in the bunker. Digs in, ready for the bunker shot.
Yeah, second shot here. Just try and aim a little bit behind that ball, an inch or two.
Superb shot.
Well, that's as good as it's going to get. There's going to be no worries about making that one.
See if he can go one better than yesterday when he made par. This putt for birdie. $559-yard par 5. Frank, what are the options here?
A good tee shot, you can certainly reach this par 5 and 2. There's a crosswalk that comes across in that vicinity of 330 yards. That's sort of the green light area if you can get it down there. Anything short of that, it becomes very much a three-shotter. But if you can get it close to that crosswalk that goes there, then certainly this becomes opportunity knocks.
This one looks like it's headed right for the middle of the dance floor, Frank.
Rather nice shot, I'd say.
Didn't check, Frank.
Yeah, just not enough spin on that, really. I mean, that almost like took that first bounce and just ricocheted forward.
No putter, no problem. Slams that into the cup. .555-yard par 5 8th hole. Frank, is this a two-shotter or a three-shotter?
Good question, Rich. It starts to shrink down by the walkway, which is around that 30-yard mark. That's the decision has to be made. Personally, I think you try it at first, because even if you do find a fairway bunker, then it is certainly allowed. If you've got the distance, it's well worth the risk. Oh, that's fine.
This is going to be an interesting day. The wind is howling, or as they would say in Scotland, just a wee breeze. Wow, Frank, he is dialed in.
Yeah, that was just some shot on that. Easy birdie. Rich, that just adds insult to injury to the rest of the field. Another birdie, and the gap even wider.
A sensational performance.
That's an absolute beauty.
Now the second shot here at 10. Just a superb shot.
You're not going to see much better than that all day today.
He has this for a birdie. Continues to amaze. Yet another birdie. And what a day it's been. Well, we've arrived at our third par 5 of the day here at PGA West. It is the 11th. It is nicknamed, appropriately, Eternity. 617 yards. We moved that one out there, but he is not going to like the lie.
That moved down in the rough.
He's going to have to find something, Frank, other than the rough.
Yeah, there's hitting it right and there's hitting it left, but when you've got to go out of both barrels, the game becomes hard.
Oh, no, look out, Frank. I think he flushed that one.
Oh, this is going, gone.
Wow, lucky break right there, Frank.
Well, that's what everyone else is going to say, except him.
Oh, my gosh, that hurts. Speed wasn't bad on that long putt, but the read wasn't very good.
Dwindling the holes down. Pars are fine right now.
Frank P. Dye always gets a player thinking what might be going through a player's mind right here.
You're going to play it as a layup. You know, that's a given. It's just what distance you want. Well, when he goes after it like he is here. Rich, that is annihilation of a golf ball.
Absolutely love it. I mean, he just tore that thing to pieces. Frankie, he put the thumb down on that one.
It's still going. Look, you've got to get that thumb going as quick as you can. That is hot warp speed.
So the second of the par 4 goes begging, and now I'll have to rely on the short game.
Yeah, but a short game, as we all know, can redeem a lot of mistakes. See if he does it here.
Oh, without a doubt, that will be on the highlight reel later tonight. Excellent shot. Frank, this is no easy shot here at the par 3 13th.
Yeah, 13th hole. I mean, it's so appropriate, the number of the hole for this this design by Pete Dye. Wooden bulkheads, I mean, they give you sort of that harsh look. And this is just an absolute scorecard wrecker. You get a little cavalier here, you just rack up a number. There's nothing wrong with just hitting it to the right side of this green, just taking it through.
Frank landed it on the green.
It was never going to stop.
No chance. How good was that, Frank, from the rough?
Oh, that's amazing. That's a masterclass in short game.
This one just requires a little bit of focus. In for par. Now another short par 4. It's only 389 yards, but Frank, where could a player go off course, so to speak, at this 14th?
Well, this is a hole where you have to play your own game. If you're a longer hitter, I think you can challenge that bunker and knock it over there. And if you're shorter player, you should be only looking at that left side. You're always going to feel like you've left something out here on a hole like this. You always think you could have done the other option. But this is where you've got to stick to what you think is your game plan.
That should be pretty good right there. On the safe side. Oh, can't hide the flagstick from that man. Just 5 feet left. Good putt. Well, Frank, we are turning home. It says so on the scorecard here at 15.
It is, and once again, another example of great bunkering by Pete Dye. Bunkers on a lot of golf courses are just simply left and right. But what Pete Dye does, he lets them cut in, especially that one down the left side of the fairway, it cuts in. So it has to be avoided, and it's going to be about 280 yards to take it completely out of play. That's probably the best line, is to get it just past that last bunker on the left side.
Cannot hide the flagstick from that man inside 5 feet. This hole's been good to him. Birdie yesterday, trying for another one today. Seems to really have the touch today. This is the second par 5 at PGA West of 600 or more yards. The 16th is a pretty good test. Outstanding tee shot.
Yeah, ball sitting up. You don't have to worry about the wind or anything there. You just take a full-blooded cut at the second shot from here.
That's been the story of the day, hacking it out of the rough.
Gonna have grass stains on the shoes come the end.
And it is not looking like a good lie. Ball sitting down here in the rough. He's digging in. really in control of this hole. Birdie yesterday and another opportunity on the way. Not a gimme, but well within his range. Mark a birdie on the card. Now to the signature par 3. It only plays 168 yards from the tips, but the tee sits up high and the wind can blow, and a lot can happen here.
Surely not.
Beautiful shot. That is tight.
Unbelievable. That is one to savor for the rest of the round.
Well, here we are at 18. It's a par 4, only 439 yards, but again, we've said it all day long. Water to deal with.
It's a great driving hole here, Rich. You don't necessarily have to hit driver. There's 3 groups of bunkers that are really in play off the tee shot. It's the one in the middle. It's around 290 yards. That's the one you really have to focus on. For stronger players, there's nothing wrong with hitting 3 wood off the tee there. You're still only going to have a shot of 150, 160 yards. Whichever way you look at it, it's something that you think you can find the fairway with.
What a nice shot. Right on the green and a pretty easy putt on the way. And he has it.
A good putt redeems all. Rich, it came down to just a shot or 2 here or there, but we were treated some amazing golf this week.
Just one player standing, and that was earned, well-deserved, beautifully played.